Hi, Aries. Let's do a reading for you. Okay, we're going to start with 3 oracle cards and then go into the tarot. Please only take with you what resonates and leave the rest behind. And if something doesn't resonate with you, you might try your other placements, which would be sun, moon, or rising. White Raven Spirit, trust in the magic. So that's a wonderful oracle card. So there's going to come a time, if it's not already here, where you need to have some trust. All right. Surrender. I can see a connection between surrender and, right before that you have trust in the magic. So you might have to let go of something that's a little stubborn, or some disbelief, something in there, in order to trust in the magic. Okay, now a wisdom of the oracle. Between worlds. Okay, this is saying that you are changing from one thing, and I'm saying thing because it could be anything, into something new. A time in your life, you're changing out of that into a new time. And right here it's saying trust in the magic. Surrender your preconceived notions, trust in the magic, because you're going to be going through changes. You're leaving something behind, and you can see where, it's devoid of very much color. And here it's very colorful and beautiful. So you're going from a more challenging place to a more vivid place, happier. Now there might be something where you're in between where there is value, okay? So you might keep your eyes open and your intuition open, because there might be something there that is going to be very helpful for you. Okay, let's get some tarot. All right, beautiful. You're the Magician. And if you notice, the word magic in this column is twice. So there's something there about that. Let's see what we have here. Surrender and balance. Page of Pentacles, between worlds. We're going to talk about it here. And at the bottom of the deck, you have Lovers. And my very first thought when I saw that was this card right here. This division. There could be a division. Okay, so let's talk about this. The Magician, this is saying that you've got everything you need within you and with you to create the reality that you want. And right above it, you have trust in the magic. This is the magic. You have the magic. So trust in yourself. Okay? Now on to the next column. You have surrender. And here you have this energy of balance. Balance is going to come in. And it's where, if there's something you need, it's going to be provided to you. But it's also where you need to see the balance. Balance does not always mean, you get out your level and you check and make for sure that bubble's right in the middle. Sometimes you have to be a little askew. Sometimes one side has to be higher than the other in order for there to actually be balance. And that's kind of weird. But because whenever I think about balance, I think of the scales being exactly even. But sometimes, like here, you have 2, here you have 3. Depending on the situation and what it is, balance might come from giving more to one thing than another, but it actually brings in the balance. Okay? So surrender to that. Not everything is perfect. Sometimes something needs a little more than another. Okay, over here, between worlds, you're changing out of a darker time into a more vivid time. And you have the Page of Pentacles. This is saying either a message is coming in for you that is going to bring a lot of value, or that the opportunity is opening up for you to be able to go into something that's in our physical environment that you really want. And if you notice, this is Pentacles and this is Pentacles. Here's creating the balance. Here's getting an opportunity. Now over here at the bottom of the deck, you have the Lovers. And the Lovers is about an important decision, which you can almost feel that here, you know, from light or from dark to light, you know, an important decision. And so maybe this is the wait. Maybe this is the wait. And it can also talk about a romantic relationship. So that could be here as well. Either or, the romantic relationship or the important decision. Maybe both. Okay? Let's go a little deeper, see what we find out. Yeah, I'm finding a lot of, in the visuals here or in the words, a lot of balance or balancing. Even here you have the number 66, balanced, right? Here, balancing the heavens with the earth. Here, this balance might be harder to understand unless you know exactly what's going on. Here, the dark and the light. Here, Lovers, right? There's a lot of balance going on. Okay, let's see what we get. This can be where you have had a challenge with another, but it doesn't have to be another. It could be all within you, where you're debating back and forth what to do, right? Kind of like here, what to do. Stay in the dark, go to the light. You know, the important decision, the balance. Stay in the argument, get out of the argument. I feel like this is you going through some maybe soul searching or evaluating everything, using balance to come up with what is the correct decision, and you making that decision which is bringing in the victory. Okay? And remember, here you have everything you need to do what it is you want to do. Trust in the magic. It's going to bring in victory. Here, 1111, again, there's a sense of balance. So this is a celebration of your transformation. Okay? This is a time where things are beginning to come together. You can see these things merging into this beautiful whole, right? W-H-O-L-E, right? But it can also talk about a home. It can be a celebration that's a little more formal, say like a wedding, a graduation, or something like that, but it doesn't have to be. Especially in this case, I feel like it's the 1111, the balance. I feel like so much balance or so much balancing going on in this reading. Here, Page of Pentacles, the opportunity to go forward with something in the physical that is going to make you happy. It's going to bring in the light. And here, you have the Three of Wands. This is letting you know that what you want is here for you. You're going to need to take the action, do the work to go bring it in, but it is here for you. And at the bottom of the deck, amazingly, again, you have Justice, and you see the scales, balance. So for me, this whole reading has something to do with balance. So if you think, about your life, if there's something that feels imbalanced, or that you feel like you need to, say you have the scales, you need to add one more little weight to this side in order to be in balance. It's something that you should pay attention to. And now it is saying that you're coming out the victor, the winner. So this would say to me that you are making for sure that the balance is just right. And what you want is going to be here for you. But yeah, balance is a big one, I think. Even the between worlds, the light and the dark, balance. Things that are mentioned twice, or that there's two of. Magic, magic. Scales, scales. Light, dark. 11, 11. Two sets of ones. 6, 6. I'm sure if I looked, I could find some more. And I am looking. Okay. 2 Wands cards. 2 Pentacle cards. This is Major Arcana. This is Major Arcana. So 2 Major Arcana, one at the bottom of each deck. But also, she's got a sword. She's got a sword. But anyway, you kind of get what I'm saying here. There's a lot to do with weighing out something to bring in what is truly balanced. Okay, let's see what the universe would like to share. Here you have the Knight of Swords. This is you taking action, going for your truth. You're seeing the truth, using your wisdom and your knowledge. It's like having a clear vision and going for it. And this is tends to be a fast-moving energy. Here you have the High Priestess. Use your intuition. It is going to guide you well. And whenever you have magic, then use your intuition. I see something else. Whenever you have a card where the background is yellow, that is a positive sign. You have 2 yellow backgrounds. I could keep doing this, so I need to stop. Okay, here is a new beginning. 1 of Pentacles. So it is a new beginning of you starting something that is in the physical, something you would like say abundance. It's anything that you experience here in the 3D. New beginning in that. Okay, and at the bottom, you have the Knight of Wands. So, 2 knights. Okay. This is you going for exactly what you desire, which happens to be you going for your truth. And both of these are fast-moving energies, the 2 fastest. Okay? Let's go ahead and see if any tea leaves would like to come out for you. But so this looks like a very nice reading. One where I feel like balance is huge. And you have a new beginning here. And a celebration of your transformation. So something very good is coming. And you've got everything you need to bring it into being. And here's success. So, yeah, I think something wonderful is on its way. And it really has to do with balance. Okay, now here you have wedge. Someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something you want. Now that could be a side note. I didn't see a lot here. Matter of fact, I don't think I saw really anything about that other than maybe this Five of Swords where there could be potentially a literal argument. So this would be just something to kind of keep your eye open for because it could be a possibility. Now at the bottom of the deck, you have Whale. Great worry over nothing. So this could be explaining this, which in an odd way is like bringing the balance. Here's this worry over something that's causing you a problem. Over here it's saying a lot of worry about nothing, right? Balance the scales. Okay. Hope this helps. Thanks so much. Much love. Bye.